I often get asked the question, how do I pick the right Tai Chi or Qigong instructor for me? And it comes down to personal preference. You know, I've been teaching Qigong for about 35 years. I've probably studied and trained with over 100 different instructors. And the instruction is very, very different. I've trained in China, in Thailand, in Japan, in Indonesia, and many, many places here in the United States. Now, for me, I always like an instructor that has experience, that has a particular vibe that I feel like I'm going to learn something or grow from. Now, some instructors are very quiet. They come to class, they say, go like this, and they say, go like this. And there's not a lot of, why am I doing this? Why is this position good for me? Why is this flow helpful for my energy and balance? What is this meridian doing? For me, being a Westerner, I like to ask the question, why? Why am I doing it? And then I want to explain it from both an Eastern perspective, where are the meridians going? What is the energy like? And also from a Western perspective by talking about how when we lower stress, we're going to be healthier. Stress might be the root cause to many different ailments, and why, and what's the research on that? These are all things that I like to bring into my particular approach, both an Eastern and a Western approach. I used to go to the parks in China, and I didn't even understand Chinese, but I was able to learn because they had such beautiful movement that the mirror neurons between their bodies and my bodies started to resonate. I could feel the energy. Set and setting. I mean, I love teaching online because it's practical, it's easy, and you can repeat a class over and over and over again to learn the movements. Some people really love that in-person training where the instructor's right there, the class is right there, and you get the energy transmission in the room. So all of it can work really well. Convenience, your own personal practice. When you're doing your practice at home, you could set up your space. You could do it at the right time for you. And when you're in a class with other people, often you get a different kind of energy. So there's all kinds of different factors. And I like to do a little bit of all of it. I love going on retreats and teaching retreats to people where we get to dive into a practice for, a weekend or 4 or 5 days and really soak up the energy and be out in nature where it's beautiful. Doing this once or twice a year can really fill up your energy reserve tanks. There's so many factors in going into picking a teacher like these things. So consider it for yourself and, make it accessible. The main thing is to have a consistent practice each and every day, if not each and every day, a few times a week. And maybe for you, it's how much time is a factor. I have 4 children, and often I'm very busy tending to them. So I have to say, okay, this morning, I only have 10 minutes. I'll do a 10-minute practice to energize myself, and then I'll start my day. Other days, I have a full hour or hour and a half, and I'm going to sink into a longer practice. And I might put on a video instruction by one of my teachers and just sink into it, do a whole Qigong practice for an hour and maybe a half-hour meditation and really replenish my internal energy. On our website, we have a list of Holden Qigong certified instructors around the world, around the country. Maybe you can find somebody in your area for some live classes. Come to holdenqigong.com and find the perfect instructor for you or the perfect online course or class that resonates with you at this particular time in your life. Thanks so much.